How are your project partnership? So, are your project partnerships weak or strong? So, having weak partnership will end up costing you the grant opportunity, and this is because a weak partnership, a weak project partnership weakens your grant proposal. And now your grant proposal is weak now. Chances of securing the grant also weaken. Now, when you follow that path now, you end up with your grant proposal being rejected by your chosen funders. And so today is all about the signs that shows that your project partnerships are weak. And now there are three main signs, and now I'll get to them in a moment. So this is your lead experience podcast, and this is the Grant Edition. Today is all about how to how to find out if your project partnerships are weak and how to turn them around so that you can change them from weak project partnership into strong project partnership, which instead of breaking your grant chances, will end up making your grant chances very strong. So I am your host, Samuel Kim, I am your host, Samuel Kim, the founder and CEO of NK Elite. NK Elite is an agency which focuses on marketing and fundraising. So what that means is copywriting, email marketing, and grant writing. Now back to the signs of a weak project partnership. So the first sign is having a project, having a project partnership that that seem to be patched up. So a patched up project partnership is a project partnership that seems to be made out of nowhere. So this is a project partnership that when the funder looks at it, so on the surface it looks like a project partnership, but once your chosen funder chooses like peers through the surface, what they see is a project partnership that is not like it's not complementary to your nonprofit. So this is a project partnership that on paper it looks like a project partnership, but beneath it now, like the foundations of that partnership are very weak, like as if they are built on sand. So this is what a project partnership is about. So the surface may look okay, but once you go beyond that surface now, when you go deeper, realize that the project not the foundation is not strong, and the reason that those partnership well, the reason that your nonprofit is partnering with these partners is it's as if it's just a partnership for the sake of showing the funder that it is a partnership, but there's nothing that the partner is really adding to you successfully delivering that project. So that is the first sign of a weak project partnership. The second sign of a weak project partnership is a project partnership that is based on a handshake partnership. So this is a project partnership that your nonprofit talk to a partner and they agree to come and to bring something to a project, but nothing is written down, nothing is signed. So that like you even if you mention it in your project proposal, what happens is that you don't have proof to show that this is a legit partnership. And now the issue is this one is that you have a project partnership like this. What happens is that when your funder now looks at this partnership, what is notices is that this partnership doesn't like there's nothing to ensure enforcement of this partnership, and now it is not clear what it what the partner bring to the project and what you as a non-profit bring to the project. So that is the main issue with the handshake partnership. So it is not clear whether what each, each partner is bringing to the project, and now there's no basis for that partnership because now tomorrow someone can wake up and the partnership is over. So that is the second sign of a weak project partnership. The third sign of a weak project partnership. This now is a project partnership that now it's not it's a project partnership that the goals of each one of you do not align. And now what happens is that it doesn't have a long-term plan. So this is when you look at it, it is a short-term partnership. So for example, you can find that it is a 6 month partnership, it's a 12-month partnership, sometimes it can be 18 months, but there is no plan in place to show that when this partnership ends, this is how we'll ensure that this project will continue to be delivered successfully. There's no nothing to show that you have a plan in place, like an internal plan even if you are not going for an internal partner, that you have an internal plan so that when this partnership come to an end in this short period of time, in 6 months, in 12 months, in 18 months, that you have a plan in place to make sure that delivery of your project is not affected by this partnership coming to an end. So those are the three main signs that your project is a weak partnership. Now, how do you turn your weak project into a strong project partnership? And how you do this now is by you take your weak project partnership and then you flip it over so that now what was a disadvantage now becomes an advantage for you. And now there are three ways to do this. So we'll be flipping over the three signs of a weak project partnership. So now the one way to create a strong project partnership is by making sure that everything is on paper and is signed. So what this means is that when you create a partnership with one of your projects, so let's say that you are a nonprofit that focuses on hosting sporting event for students when schools are closed. So you can choose this partnership with the schools where the games will be hosted by having them in writing that this is the agreement that in this period, so like I can say like in April or in August or in December, we will be hosting games in this school is partnering with us to host games that will be organizing so that the student can come to the games and now not be dealing with that. So that is what that is one of the ways to do that. And it's not just a signed agreement, it can also be an MOU, it can be a letter of support that you can attach to your grant proposal. So when you attach it to your grant proposal, now it becomes evidence that this is a real and legit partnership that will ensure that this project will be delivered successfully. The second way is that in terms of short-term partnership, now I don't discourage you having short-term partnership. But what I will encourage you is that to think beyond this short-term partnership. So a short-term partnership is partnership that is not more than 2 years long. Now, what I recommend is that you have a plan in place. So this plan can be either how to secure an external partner after this partnership come to an end, or how you are building your internal capability to ensure that when this partnership come to an end, the project will continue and will be delivered successfully. Now, this one is more about showing that you have a sustainability plan for your project. And now, when your funder notices that you are not here for a one-off thing, that you are here for the long term, it becomes very easy to fund your project because now they realize that the impact is not a one and done thing, but the impact will be something that will start something and now will be building on that something that they have started. The third and final way to create a strong project partnership is by making sure that the only partnerships that your nonprofit is engaging are strategic partnerships. Now, what does strategic partnership means? Strategic partnership means that every partner that you have in your project is contributing in a meaningful way into that project. So that partnership whereby your partners are complementing your nonprofit. So where you notice that your nonprofit will not be strong in delivering this project, that is what you bring the partner to handle now. Now, when your partner handles that, now your project has everything in place to make sure that the project will be successful. So that is the third and final way to make sure that your project partnerships are strong. Now, if you had, if you have noticed that your project had weak partnership, now you know how to, you know the signs that your project partnership are weak, and now you know how to turn those weak project partnership on the other side and now to make them strong project partnership. And now I would like you to know in the comments whether your project partnership are weak or they are strong, and if they are weak, what are the signs you have noticed in your project? If they are strong, what are the signs you have noticed in your project? Now, let me know in the comments, and if you have any comment, any suggestion, also put it in the comments below. So that's all for today, and I'll see you in the next session. So bye bye, KPDM.